So we're back at some more MLB The Show 16, Toronto Blue Jays franchise mode, and we just won the MLB All-Star Game as the AL. So we clinched home field advantage for the World Series if we make it. Hopefully we do. But anyway, connection was lost. Let's go back this. Okay, so we won that one. We've won a lot of games. Look at this. We only lost one game within July. So July, how many wins is that? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 considering the All-Star game. So we're 7-1, 6-1 actually, but 6-1 in July already. So we're doing a great start to July, and we're gonna go and simulate up to July 31st / August 1st for the MLB Trade Deadline. So we're gonna make some good pickups and all that kind of good stuff. So just before we do that, we're gonna go and quickly check out the All-Star voting just to see how it all ended up. So that's all the starters for the American League. That's all the starters for the NL, which Garrett Cole had a decent game. Justin Marja was good. Clayton Kershaw was good, but good starters right there. There's relief right there for the National League. And our relief for the American League is our own Fernando Salas, the guy we picked up in the for the trades for last offseason. That's what it was. And I don't really even trade him for. I think we traded like Adrian Gonzalez for him or something like that. It was a great pickup as he's the best reliever in the AL. So at least voting wise. So go to closing pitcher. We have Houston Street and a whole bunch of other great pitchers. And then come to the NL, we have Jonathan Papelbon and Art Meja. He had a very good game for the NL in the All-Star game. He had a very good game. He's only like, 20 years old? 20 years old, 81 overall, 8 potential. This guy's been great for a long time, and he's closing out games. Like 2.9 ERA in his first season. Well, not his first season, his second season. But sophomore season, 2.9 ERA is not too bad. Not too shabby. Let's go to catcher. So NL, we had Buster Posey. And AL, we had the 71 overall Alberto Fernandez, who is not too bad of a season right now. His contact is where it's at. Otherwise, he's just a decent player overall. Do not let the overall fool you. And then we go to first base. We got Chris Davis, Edwin Lucas Duda, so back-to-back Blue Jays right there. And then we go to the NL. We have the Canadian Joey Votto, Anthony Rizzo, the NL MVP last year. And then let's go to second base. We got Lee Furillo for the National League, and then we got D. Gordon for the American League. Third base, got Manny Machado. No Josh Donaldson this year, which is really surprising. And then for the NL, we got Anthony Rendon. Let's go to shortstop, Corey Seager. I'm just gonna go through this. And then Troy Tulowitzki is the starter for the shortstop for the American League. And then I'll just quickly go through this. I'm tired of talking about the All-Star break. Let's move on to the trade deadline. So I'll just quickly go through this. Mike Trout, Andrew McCutchen, Carlos Gonzalez, Jason Hayward, and that's it. So we went through all that kind of stuff. I was just worried that I wasn't going to cover the NL because I didn't really cover the NL last episode. So going to our statistics right now, we're number 1 winning percentage somehow, second in home runs, second in slugging percentage. So our team is doing very well in the MLB. We're 55-33. We're destroying the American League right now by 9 games. So Orioles and Red Sox are 9 games back, whereas the Rays, they're 10, and the Yankees 14.5. It's not looking too good for them, but anyway, let's go move on to the Central. We got the Tigers 54-35. We're better than the Tigers somehow. I thought the Tigers were going to win the American League this year, but I guess not. And then looks like the Angels 55-34, Astros 53-36, Nationals 56-34, Cubs only 53-35. So it looks like we're better than the Cubs right now, which is pretty surprising. And let's just quickly go through this, just show all the records and stuff. Looks like we're second in the MLB when it comes to record. That's really good to see that. So let's go to injuries. We got Nigel Paget, Elmer Serrano. Hopefully Nigel Paget's back by the time it's trade deadline, so we have a little bit more options when it comes to trading. So let's go and just get this out of the way and move on to MLB Trade Deadline. Okay, so a transaction just popped up while we're waiting for the trade deadline. Looks like Andrelton Simmons was traded. So looks like the Mets, they acquired Simmons for Yoenis Cespedes and Wilmer Flores. So the UFA Yoenis Cespedes goes to the Angels for the shortstop. So that's a pretty good deal by the Mets, because Andrelton Simmons got 2 years left on his deal at 8.4, and it's just a really good cap friendly contract. Whereas Yoenis Cespedes is gonna be demanding like 20 million, 15 million maybe, because that's the kind of guy he is. He demands a lot of money. So yeah, it's a good idea to go and get a guy who's actually locked up for 2 years instead of waiting on a wild card like Yoenis Cespedes. And so once again, the Rangers offering us a trade. So let's go check this trade. So David Song going to the Rangers for John King. Who's John King? Is he any good? Where is he? Better not be some crappy prospect. Probably is. Is he at the bottom? They're trying to sneak us. I guess he's not too bad, but Look at David Song though. He's good. He's way better than him though. Yeah, 63 overall, 20 years old. Whereas John King, it's not too far off, but not gonna do it. Not gonna pull it off. Okay, so today is the MLB Trade Deadline, and looks like we won 6 games in a row. So just to recap all the simming we did from the All-Star game. Looks like we won the Baltimore series. We tied the LA Dodgers series. Looks like we won the Detroit series 3-1. We lost the Chicago White Sox series 2-1. We swept Texas 4 games in a row, and we won the first game in the LA series. So a very good series by us, or a very good simulation period by us. Let's see where we're at. We're 67-38. Damn, we're good. Holy crap, 10.5 games ahead of the second place Boston Red Sox. Got to get out of the NBA mindset. But anyway, Tigers are 59 wins. We're 67 wins, so we're doing way better than the Tigers. We're not top of baseball yet. Nationals 69 wins, but we're in second place, so it's really good. So second place in MLB is not too shabby. So get all that. Get all these notifications out of here. Get all that. So there you go. So we got time to go make some trades. So let's go to the trading block just to see all the goodness that's on here. So looks like here we got Mario Calzado, the 71 overall, 23-year-old third baseman. Christian Walker, not really the greatest. Todd DeBow, who shouldn't even be on there. He's a prospect. He's 21 years old, 8 potential, 80 overall. You don't do this. Like, look at this guy. He's gonna be. Oh wait, he's injured. That's why. Well, he wasn't injured earlier when I checked it, but Todd DeBow can't get traded for, which is kind of sad. But anyway, we could even try trading for him anyway. He's way too much value at 8 potential and 80 overall. But Rob Refsnyder's on there. We got Jason Shreve, Dalton Pompey, former Blue Jay prospect, Jose Ramirez, anyone else? Steve Casto. This man I've been eyeing for a while. Look at his contact, 88, 86. His speed 78. It's really respectable. He's having a decent year, 250 batting average is okay, I guess. He's only 23 years old, so he's got room to grow. He's a beat potential, so he's going to probably get up to an 85 most likely. So maybe we can try and trade for Steve Casto. Let's keep going down on the list, though. You try and find some starting pitchers that are maybe going to be good in a few years, like say, I don't know, A potential, B potential maybe? I don't know. So let's keep going down as anyone that catches our eye. We got Jesse Hahn, not too bad. 6 ERA though, no siree. I'm not taking on that 6 ERA. You have Aaron Sanchez, who I'm kind of worried at 4.5 ERA, so I don't want to take on anyone higher than 4.5. And then we got Jorge Soler, who's always on there for some reason. Who else? Anyone good on here? We got Martin Prado, Robbie Ray, who's okay, I guess. Oh, 4.4 ERA. It's not that good. Josh Harrison, who's decent. He's as a backup. But is there anyone that catches my eye? It doesn't look like it. We have Eric Ibarra, who's doing pretty bad himself too. So it's just a whole bunch of bad players on the list, except for maybe Steve Casto. He's got room to grow. So Steve Casto, what can we get for him? So we got Nigel Pageant straight up for him. Corey Spangenberg, Albert Hernandez, and Howard Wise. Don't want to do that. So is any other people we can bring in to go and make this trade happen? So this trade looks pretty good. We got Billy Bellinger. He's a shortstop. He's not the greatest. Like, I want to try to trade this prospect just based on his contact. He's not up to par. The only thing that's really good with him is his fielding and his speed, but otherwise he's not really that great of a prospect. Whereas Steve Casto, he's got contact, he's got a little bit of fielding, I guess, and his speed's up to par, almost as good as Billy Bellinger. So let's go and maybe pull off this trade too, because Steve Casto can play all the infield positions except catcher and obviously starting pitchers. So he's a really good utility guy. And he could be maybe a good starter after 2 leaves, maybe. But anyway, we're going to have Billy Bellinger, relief pitcher Tim Monk, who's not going to be anything good at all. He's just basically a thrown guy. He's 59 overall, 20 years old, an ERA over 4.8 in the AA, so it's not the greatest. And then we're giving up the center fielder Manuel Pena, who's behind Kevin Gonzalez, but he's not that great. Actually, we can give up Kevin Gonzalez, a deep potential guy we could just sign the free agency. So let's do this. So Kevin Gonzalez, Tim Monk for Billy Bellinger for Steve Casto of the Detroit Tigers. Let's go and pull off this trade. So we get a new shortstop, at least backup shortstop in the system. A really good utility guy we could bring up immediately and could contribute with his contacts. So let's go move on and pick up another free agent off maybe this list. I don't know if this list is even good, but let's go and find another player we can pick up. Okay, so I found a young pitcher, Tyler Avila. He's on the Twins right now, and the Twins, they're basically a sinking ship right now. They have Phil Hughes, their best pitcher, and look at their catcher. They have Russell Martin and Alex Avila as their best catchers. So they're basically screwed right now. We're gonna try and save Tyler Avila from the sinking ship. It's almost like saving a person from the Titanic. It's gonna be tough, but you know, it's just gonna work somehow. So Joe Mauer, he's basically one of the best players on there. Let's go ahead and save Tyler Avila from this team, but the only way we're going to do that is we're going to trade our Rule 5 draft pick, which a guy I was actually planning on trading was Daryl Laguna. He's not doing the greatest right now. He's more of a liability more than an asset. Plus, he's 24 years old, 66 overall. Basically, the likelihood of him getting good is not really that high. Whereas Tyler Avila is 20. Where is he? 20 years old? 21? Where is he? Tyler, where are you at? 21 years old, 75 overall. He's already doing decent over in the AAA. So we're trading him for Daryl Laguna, one of our utility guys, and Corey Spangenberg. This is the only it's really sad getting rid of Corey Spangenberg because he's a really good utility guy. The thing is we got guys who can come off the bench in the AAA and come hit for us, like Howard Wise and a whole bunch of other great hitters. And Corey Spangenberg, this hitting is not the best, but it's decent. He's just a basic overall good utility guy. We got to get rid of him, and our third baseman our second prospect third baseman. I was either between Manuel Vizcaino or David Garcia, and I just have to give David Garcia. I'm sorry, it's gonna have to be that way because Vizcaino, he's got the speed, but I guess I don't know. They're almost the same person. Should we give up Vizcaino or David Garcia? Vizcaino, good contact, and they're basically decent overall stats. Whereas David Garcia, just kind of all over the place. You know, he's got decent his bunting's pretty bad, and his fielding's not the greatest. Same with Vizcaino, but Vizcaino's a little bit better than that, and he's just a better overall baseball player than David Garcia. And we had to give up at least one good prospect aside from Daryl Laguna to make this trade happen. Besides, it's more building for the future too, because right now Tyler Avila is gonna be great next year. He's gonna be maybe one of our starting new players in the rotation, just based on if we get rid of Nigel Padgett or not. So it stings me to do this, but let's pull this off. We're gonna go and immediately acquire a utility guy right after this. Just based on we need one like Corey Spangenberg or something. So we add a new arm into our bullpen. We had the young pitcher Tyler Avila. I'm gonna probably leave him on it's almost pull like an Aaron Sanchez, where we bring him up as a relief guy, and then we go and build him up to be a starting pitcher, which Aaron Sanchez is an amazing starting pitcher right now in real life. But now we gotta deal with the in-game Aaron Sanchez. A 4.6 ERA is not good at all. He's terrible right now. His record's good. He's like almost like Drew Hutchinson a few years back on the Blue Jays. Terrible overall stats when it comes to just individual pitcher stats. But when it comes to win-loss, very good looking. So Aaron Sanchez, it pains me to say it, he's not good in this game. He's really good in real life. Like if in real life, if there's a video game rating for Aaron Sanchez, probably be an 89, 88 overall. He's that good. But on here, he's kind of a pain in the butt to deal with. We can't really trade Aaron Sanchez based on we're not gonna make too many moves because it's basically trade deadline. I mean, you don't want to make too many big moves in order to mess up. Like you might mess up your system. We already traded one of our relief guys, and Daryl Laguna, and our utility kind of prospects. So don't really mess up too much. And I guess we did acquire what's his face, Steve. Where is he? The shortstop. Steve Casto, that's where he is. 77 overall, 23 years old, looking very good. So we could actually bring up Steve Casto. There he is. So maybe he could be our utility guy. He plays all the positions in the infield. Great contact, great speed. He's our ideal pinch hitter / pinch runner kind of thing. So Steve Casto, a very good pickup this time. Tyler Avila, a young arm for the future. So anyone else we could really pick up on here, like on the trade block? Is there anyone who's like a good utility guy? Okay, so since the trade block isn't the greatest place for some utility players, we're going to go and check out the free agency just to check who's on there. So, free agents, we go on there. There's Rajay Davis, Yanni Peralta, Jason Hamill, Dory Aoki, Jared Weaver, Cliff Pennington, and Brandon Morrow. So, if there's any good relievers on your... Not good relievers, backups we need. When it comes to left field, we're not the greatest. So you could go and choose Nori Aoki. Actually, not left field, but just on the bench, like a speed option. I know Nori Aoki, not the greatest speed at all. He's 65, it's okay. Good contact, though. Good vision. But Rajay Davis, great speed. 92 speed, 98 stealing, 98 base aggressiveness. So, base running aggressiveness. So, looks like Rajay Davis could be the best option for a pinch hitter / pinch runner option on the bench. And a good backup for left field, too, just in case someone gets injured. So, let's go ahead and sign Rajay Davis to a 1-year deal. What does he want? 1.6, 1.7? How about 2.6? Close. 2.7. There we go. So we signed Rajay Davis onto the team. Now let's go check out our raw lineup just to check who's on there. So who do we have on here? So we have Darwin Barney, Steve Casto, and Rajay Davis. So Steve Casto and Rajay Davis, the guys to stay. Same with JP and CB just because he's their backup catcher. But Darwin Barney, does he have a place in this offense? I mean, he's got decent contact, okay play vision, good fielding, and I guess okay speed, but he doesn't put up the greatest numbers. 8 home runs, 37 RBIs, that's okay for 300. Actually, it's not that good. Darwin Barney. Should we do something with Darwin Barney? Let's get a rotation. We do have Tyler Avila on here, but the thing is, I don't really want Tyler Avila on our long relief. Just based on he needs room to grow. I don't think being on our long relief for the playoffs is the greatest thing to do to a pitcher. Might be good for Marcus Stroman, but I don't really want to rush Tyler Avilia's talent because he's 75 overall, 21 years old, A potential. I mean, you want to keep this guy safe so he does not turn out to be a dud. And I guess maybe the best option is to send him down to the AAA just based on that's just the right environment for him. So we'll go and send down Tyler Avila to the AAA. I know it's not the greatest move to make. As Tyler Avila, I actually don't know if it's a good move to trade for Tyler Avila at the trade deadline. But the thing is that we want to go and capitalize on how low his overall is, because next year his overall is just going to kick up immediately, and you want to go and take advantage of that. So Tyler Avila, he might be good next year. He might be able to be part of our rotation for the next year, 2019 maybe. But let's go. I guess we do have Drew Hutchinson on there too. Can we go and bring up Hutch as our long relief guy? It'd be good just in case there's injuries. So let's try and bring him Hutch. Does he fit into our team? Not there. Rotation. He does fit in there. Adam Ottavino, though, is he the greatest? 6 ERA. He's not doing well at all. I think we might need to acquire a new guy on the team. Nigel Pageant. Might be actually no. We need to go and get somebody like a starting pitcher right now. And I think trading Darwin Barney might be the greatest move we can make at this point, just based on that. He's basically just trade bait right now for a starting pitcher / relief guys. Let's go and find a relief / starting pitcher for Darwin Barney. Okay, so I found a really good trade right here. We got JP Howell going to the Blue Jays for Darwin Barney. But JP Howell, look at his ERA, a .91 through 29 innings pitched. So that is a very good numbers for JP Howell. So should we go and acquire him? Might be a good idea because look at his ERA. He's not traditionally that good, but I mean, you need basically good starting pitching or just good bullpen in general in order to go into the playoffs and be successful. So JP Howell could be a good acquisition for the playoffs. Let's go and pull off this trade because we could easily go and get another positional player in the free agency like Cliff Pennington. So let's go and make this trade. And salary doesn't matter to us because it's a 1-year deal or 2.5. So we're not getting screwed on that one. Make a good trade for a relief guy. So now we can go and kick Adam Ottavino out of here just because the ERA is not working out at all. Actually, no, we could even bring him right here. He's a lefty too, so could he fit in over here? Julio Alvarez is not doing the greatest, but it doesn't really matter too much with him. But Fernando Salas doing a great right now. He's our stud. Hutch, Adam Ottavino. Wait, since Adam Ottavino is not the greatest when it comes to pitching innings, could we easily go and make him? It's not really like. Should we? I mean, JP Howell's so good where he is right now. Let's see what he looks like as a starting pitcher on here. I just want to make sure he's good with this many innings carrying, because I don't want to bring a guy and get him like 15 innings, or not 15 innings, but a lot of innings played, and he's not used to it, so he crumbles under pressure. So let's go on JP Howell, turn him into a starting pitcher to see what overall he is. Is he any good? 79, so he's not too bad as a starting pitcher, but we could easily, it doesn't really matter too much if he's a starting pitcher or not. Let's go and bring him back to a normal reliever. And I think he might have a better overall. Yeah, he is. So 80 overall, reliever might be a good option for JP Howell. So we'll bring in JP Howell as our long relief guy. Adam Ottavino, we could bring it down right there because you need strong long relief guys if, like, say, Nigel Pageant gets injured, because that happened. Justin Miller stepped in, like, incredibly. But the thing is, we want better guys like 80 overall as your long relief guys. So good acquisition, I guess, in JP Howell. And that means that the void in second base, or positional player in the minors, is still needs to be filled. So let's go and find a guy in the free agency to go and sign. So Cliff Pennington, he looks to be a guy. He's decent all around. Like, he's not the greatest, but then again, he's the only option in the free agency. So let's go and sign Cliff Pennington to a 1-year deal for $2 million. Come on, add years. I don't want to do this. There we go, fine. Okay, so we have to sign him to a huge contract, but he's going to be gone after a year. So, it doesn't matter. It's all for the playoff run. So, that's all that really matters. And he's back up too. It really sucks. That deal is terrible, but it doesn't really matter too much. It's all for the playoff run again. So, the lineup looks really good going out of the trade deadline. We got Byron Buxton doing very well at leadoff. Troy Tulowitzki get 2 spot, Donaldson 3 spot, Edwin at cleanup, and then we got Lucas Duda, Will Myers, Colby Rasmus, Gerard Dyson, and Austin Barnes. So, the squad looks really good when it comes to batting average and everything. There's not really too many people that are terrible, except Edwin, who's at 230 batting average. But the thing is, Edwin's going to be retiring at the end of the season, just the way it looks. So, not going to be there for too long. But anyone else? No, everyone else looks to be doing just fine, except Austin Barnes, though. He's terrible. JP, you better? Sadly, JP and Aaron Sevy is better than him. We'll fill him in there just for now, just based on he's not doing too well right now. So we'll cool him down for a few more games. We'll bring him back in, see if he's any good. So anyway, I guess I'll end this episode off right here. We did a few good acquisitions in JP Howell, Steve Casto, and of course the stud, at least in a few years, the stud pitcher, Tyler Avila. So I guess I'll end this episode off right here. So make sure to like and subscribe for more Toronto Blue Jays Franchise Mode. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.